the zone boxing. Eddie Hearns and these boys over in Saudi Arabia have been putting on some great cards this year so far. These cards have been like the best of the best for the most part. Top contenders going against top contenders. Actually, these fights that we've been seeing in Saudi Arabia are the fights we've been wanting to see in America. It's just been taking too long, but now they're starting to finally put these fights together. The boxing promoter over in Saudi Arabia, he paying top dollar for all the main fighters, man. This card is headlined by Terence Bud Crawford. I want to say the last time he fought was versus Errol Spence last year when he beat the hell out of my boy Errol Spence Jr. So he is going up in weight. He is going from 147 to 154 to challenge the champion right now that's currently undefeated. But I want to start from the bottom of this card. Well, I just want to speak on the top 4 fights of the night. This card has about 6 cards on the main card and probably like 4 or 5 under like the undercard. But with the top fighters that they pretty much did a press conference, I ended up checking out the press conference today. Just start from the bottom is Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Venezuela. Let me see here. Venezuela is 13-2 with 9 knockouts, and Isaac Cruz is 26-2-1. If you don't know who Pitbull Cruz is, he's been one of the top fighters as of lately. He had a close fight with Tank Davis. A lot of people been saying, for boxing fans, a lot of people been saying that if Cruz was the running back versus Tank, that he'd have a chance to shock the world and beat Tank. I don't think so because I think that with this fight, if I remember correctly, it was a short notice fight for Tank on this one, or whichever way around. If Isaac stepped in, neither one of the fighters were prepared for each other, but it went 12 rounds. So I think Tank knocks out anybody in that division. Nobody in his division is fucking with him. But this is a good fight right here because Jose Venezuela fought Chris Colbert. Now, the first time they gave a fight to Colbert, he said he running back, I'm going to whoop your ass, I'm going to knock you out, and that's exactly what he did. If you haven't seen the highlights on that fight from, I want to say like a year ago, please go look at the highlights on that on YouTube. It is one of the funniest knockouts because Colbert, the trainers was telling him, like, look, dude, you're not throwing your hands, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And Colbert was like, look, man, fuck all that. Watch this. Watch what I'm about to do to it now. And that same round, he went out there and got put smooth to sleep. And on top of that, when the motherfucker woke up, he had the nerves to say, we're going to run it back. Like, dog, this man goddamn damn near killed you. Like, stop it, man. Just stop. Anyways, with this fight, if I had to pick a winner with this one, I'm going to go with Venezuela to win this one. I just want him to pull off the upset. I think Isaac Cruz is good. I just believe that he sits behind that overhead right for too long. I think that's going to be the main thing. Venezuela is a bigger fighter, a longer fighter. If he could keep the jab up, keep his distance away from Isaac, he could pull this win off. Next fight on the card, we got Martin Bacol versus Jared Anderson. With this fight right here, I don't see the record on here. Jared Anderson just fighting everybody. He's starting to fight people that's actually contenders. I think this guy has a rank by his name, so that's always good when you fighting a ranked dude. If you're an up and coming heavyweight fighter, this is definitely the fight that he needs to win to get a big name under his belt, or a bigger name under his belt, a well-known name. So I'm gonna go with Jared Anderson. I think he can win by knockout. Next fight on the card, the co-main event actually, is Andy Ruiz versus Jerel Miller. Jerel Miller is 26-1-1. Andy Ruiz is 35-2. Both of them have 22 knockouts. Jerel Miller has been around for a little bit of time. He hasn't really fought any top competitors until as of lately when he fought Daniel Dubois. He ended up losing that fight when he needed to win that, because that fight would have set him up to fight AJ, Anthony Joshua. And they've been trying to get that fight for a while because Miller just feel like just because he's a 350, 400-pound type of nigga that he can just walk through motherfuckers. Daniel Dubois pulled the fight off. That was his first career loss. So now he's looking to get the win over Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz has had a solid career so far. He pulled off one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight history. knocking out Anthony Joshua. I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, but he's still been. He beat Victor. Is it Victor Ortiz? Luis Ortiz. He beat him. He beat some solid dudes, so he got solid wins on his resume. He has a better resume than what Jerel Miller has. But I'm a rock with Andy Ruiz. I just got through watching the face off with these two dudes, the sit down with these dudes, and they are actually friends. So it ain't no bad blood with them. They just both said like, "I'm gonna knock you out. You're gonna knock me out, whatever." But we still cool at the end of the day. So I think that's for them to put on a fight for the fans. It just shows like they doing it for the fans. They really ain't want to fight each other because they friends in real life. But if that belt on the line, a title shot is on the line. So hey, if we got to fight, we got to throw down, and let the best man win. But I am rocking with Andy Ruiz with this fight. Main event of the evening is Israel Madrimov or something like that. He's 10-0 with one draw, with 7 knockouts, and he will be going against the one and only Terence Bud Crawford. Crawford is what's Crawford? I think he like 30 something and oh. I ain't got it on here. Yeah, I don't see his record on here, but I think he's 30 something and oh. Nobody's been close to beating Crawford as of what I've seen. He's coming off like I said, off the win, beating the hell out of my boy Errol Spence Jr. He's going up in weight. Like I said, risking to be great. Like he's already a legend. He's already a Hall of Famer. But going up in weight and challenging these other dudes, still trying to get that Canelo fight before he retires. So hey, I got to rock with Bud. I just got through watching some highlights on the Israel dude, and this dude, he's a dog, man. He reminds me of Triple G. He got that same fighting style as him, so it can be a good fight. He look like every time he throw punches, it's to hurt him. It's not to set up nothing. It's to knock a motherfucker out. So the fight with Bud Crawford, I think this gives Bud a chance to show, like, even with a knockout or to somebody that's powerful, like as he is, and he's a bigger dude, well, bigger dude. I mean, like they said, he's already been in the division. Um, I can show that he's easy work. I could take this belt and clean out 154. He's going to be the 3-time undisputed champ. He's already did it at welterweight and whatever is below welterweight. I can't think right now. But so 140, 147, now he's going up to 154. It's only been it's been some legends that did it, like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, fighters like that. So just hearing those names, you in the company of greats. So he's just challenging himself to be great. I think that he'll win this fight. I think he's gonna actually knock old dude out. I think he'll put him out in probably, I'll say about 7, maybe 8, 7 or 8. I'm going with Terence Crawford to win by TKO. So my final predictions for this card is Jose Venezuela, Jared Anderson, Andy Ruiz, and Terence Crawford to all be victorious Saturday night in Saudi Arabia. I think the card kicks off at 6 p.m., so they'll probably be fighting around 10, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time. So if you ain't got nothing to watch on Saturday, make sure you tune into Zone. Boxing in Saudi Arabia is going to be a great card. Like I said, they got about 10, 12 fights on there. Those were just the main 4 that pops up.